You do no such thing here, man. Just get rid of it. Turn off the song. What?
Yeah?
You got any idea how much noise you're making?
Well, the only noise I've heard, lady, is you banging on the door.
Hello everybody, you're welcome back again to the Reggae Appreciation Society. Jamaica was the birthplace of reggae music, but when it exploded out of that lovely island, its first landing place was Great Britain, all thanks to the vibrant Caribbean communities that sprang up there, all due to the Windrush generation wave. The children of those immigrants would create the UK's own reggae scene over time. And when ardent reggae fans talk about the classic reggae musical movies of the golden era, the conversation is almost always exclusively centered on 1972's The Harder They Come, starring Jimmy Cliff, or 1978's Rockers, with its all-star cast of Jamaica's hottest stars of that time. Both great Jamaican feature films, and little or no mention is ever made of the UK's own cultural snapshots of the gritty London sound system scene that was the spectacular Babylon. I know I might get bashed in the comment section for this, but if we're talking about pure cinematic quality, then this movie is superior to those two classics. But don't beat me up just yet. Hear me out. And don't get me wrong, The Harder They Come is a classic musical gangster flick, while Rockers is a light-hearted musical comedy stroke adventure. And though both are very entertaining, Babylon kind of combines these qualities and sets it against the backdrop of a deep coming-of-age story, albeit a much darker and thought-provoking one. Many people don't know about this movie despite all its quality, as it was given an undeserved X rating upon release in the UK and outrightly banned in the US for 40 years for being too controversial. Also, very undeserved if you ask me. This movie was the brainchild of Italian-born director Franco Rosso, with a script inspired by the true life experiences of British artist and producer Denis Bovell, as he struggled to navigate the turbulent times during which he ran the Sufferer sound system in 1970s England. Franco Rosso got acquainted with him while making a documentary called Dread Beat and Blood about the life and times of dub poet Nathan Kwesi Johnson in 1979. The album, which that film was named after, was produced by Bovell. And when Russell heard about his run-ins with the police while operating his sound system, he decided to turn that story into the script for his next movie, Babylon, and to have Bovell be his musical director and to produce the movie's soundtrack. This movie is essentially a coming-of-age story that follows the journey of a character named David, or Blue, who works as a mechanic by day and by night the main DJ and toaster at a sound system called Ital Lion, operating out of Lewisham in South London. Blue, who was played by child actor and Aswad founder Brinsley Ford, struggles to make it in life while balancing family problems, love life, racial tensions, and general hostility towards his musical dreams, not to mention his stepdad, who thinks he's wasting his life. As a keen fan and follower of sound system culture in England of the 1970s and 1980s, this movie was spot on, as it detailed and perfectly captured the stiff rivalry between sound system crews in those days, as exemplified by Blues crew Ital Lion and real-life legendary UK sound system Jashaka, who makes an appearance in the movie, as both outfits battle their way to a showdown in the mother of all clashes during Christmas. Blues posse consists of his childhood friend Ronnie, a reggae-loving white dude, Beefy, the passionate muscle and roadie of the group, Spark, the sound system electronic wizard, Lover, the womanizer, and their leader and sound system owner, Dreadhead. This movie's pacing is spectacular, and you won't know when 90 minutes literally fly by, in a dazzling flash of patois, tension, and flawless music. And speaking of music, Denis Bovell did amazing work on this project, producing and compiling the mesmerizing dub and reggae cuts from icons like Iroy, Yabi U, Lovers Rock Queen, Janet Kay, Johnny Clark, and Aswad, whose other members, Indromi Zeb and Tony Gad, also make cameo appearances in this flick. In fact, it's Aswad's song, Warrior Charge, that's not only regarded as the best song in this movie, but also the best that group has ever made. A dub masterpiece that in the movie, Blues Ital Lion crew pays a small fortune for, as they believe it's going to be the tune that will power them to victory and mash up Jashaka's crew in the impending epic sound clash. It's an awesome movie, but the soundtrack is spectacular to say the least. Every single scene is beautifully complemented by absolute bangers that make for an atmospheric and hypnotic score that all add up to an experience and ride of a lifetime. It's easily among the best reggae albums of the golden era of reggae music. There are lots of musically magical moments in this flick, but my absolute favourite is this scene where the Ital Lion crew are rocking out to Warrior's Charge in their garage headquarters until their angry neighbour comes to cuss them out with expletives and end their fun. After several months of production, the movie was released in October in 1980 and cost about £300,000 to make. It first premiered at the Cannes Film Festival and Toronto International Film Festivals and was met with great reviews and critical acclaim at both screenings. But when it was submitted at the New York Film Festival, the organizers felt that the movie was too controversial and had the potential to incite racial tensions, and eventually it was totally banned in the US. And back home in Britain, which was then going through turbulent times in economic and social terms, it was given a fatal X rating, despite it not having anything X-rated in it. From the get-go, that movie would die commercially, but became an instant cult classic and a hidden treasure that would be copied, bootlegged, and passed around within circles of reggae fans over the years. While its Jamaican counterparts in The Harder They Come and Rockers would enjoy success and regular re-releases that had cinemas packed every time, Babylon would stay in the shadows. Despite its limited release on VHS in Canada in 1981, it stayed out of the mainstream and even streaming platforms way into the 21st century. But in 2019, the 4-decade ban in the US was lifted and it was screened for the first time on American soil at the Brooklyn Academy of Music in New York, which had a mixed crowd of almost 1,000 people, from older reggae fans in their 70s to young dancehall enthusiasts in their 20s, all on the edge of their seats throughout the movie and jumping to their feet in spontaneous wild applause as the final credits start to roll. It got rave reviews in the press and from then on would pack theaters in 40 cities across America for the next few months. And thank goodness, the movie is now on streaming platforms. Despite it not getting any oxygen when it came out, this movie is now widely regarded as an all-time classic and cultural landmark. It's definitely a perfect snapshot of the South London sound system scene of the 70s, and for sure a perfect representation of the Caribbean and Jamaican communities in England in that epoch. It's often referred to as Britain's answer to Rockers, but I prefer to think of it as the British quintessential reggae movie and a fitting tribute to that country's own homegrown reggae scene. So there you have it. Thank you for watching this video today. Please leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, Jah bless.